Hey, good morning, everyone. This is After 9. It is our social media show every weekday morning around this time. We go Facebook Live, we go YouTube Live, we go Periscope. It's, posted on Instagram and our website worldwide, am800cklw.com. Lisa, good morning. Happy U.S. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is, it's something that's, a tradition for a lot of us here in Windsor, Essex, where a lot of people take the day off or used to head over to the Lions game or at least gather somewhere and watch the Lions game. It's just an excuse to party, I think, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But I don't think many people are doing that this year. Like, the Lions are still playing, but I don't think people are gathering for that. At least I kind of hope they're not. Like, if you're going to take the day off, just stay in your own house and watch the game. Now, will you watch it today?
Yeah, I'll have it on in the background. Honestly, I am so disgruntled as a Lions fan. I have barely watched them this year. The weather's been pretty decent up until this point, so I had leaves to rake, yard work to do, the renovations going on. I'll put it on in the background. I'll have it on the radio and have a good time. So it's just Lions, man. I just can't get into it this year. Plus the pandemic, I don't think helps. I think there's something to be said, and I think we talked about this a little while ago. Sports not the same without the crowd.
I have to give the TV producers credit, though, because I think they do a good job of creating the fake atmosphere. There are still crowd noises here in the background, and I think they do it as much. And I wonder if the players hear that. But hopefully they do, and do it as much for the players as they do the viewers. Because really, if you do have it on in the background, unless you're really thinking about it, you wouldn't really know that there wasn't a crowd there. They just kind of like pump in all that fake cheering, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I think it is cool. And I think the players do hear it in the stadium, too, to kind of help out with getting them pumped up a little bit. If you want to see live now, let me see if I can do this again. This is live in New York City. This is from EarthCam. They're showing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade right now, and here it is in New York, and it's kind of a TV event type thing that they're doing this year. Let me see. Where is it? Why isn't it showing on our screen? I don't know.
I see it.
Computer. You can see it. I can't see it. What's the deal? I can't see it. But they are showing, you can see a very much a lack of people there. Looks like maybe some just officials. There's Macy's right there, the world's largest store. Beautiful store. And people are arguing. I'm looking at the thread about Trump, saying, I love Trump. I hate Trump. I love Trump. I hate Trump. But does everything go back to this? Biden is a crook. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man.
There's really nothing like New York at Christmas time. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity a few years ago to take my daughter, and my girlfriend came and she took her daughter. And we went at Christmas time to New York with the tree, with all the decor, with all the window displays, including Macy's. And man, it's magical. It really is. It's just so cool. So if, once this whole thing's over, hopefully get back to normal. If anybody gets a chance to go, it's really neat.
Yeah. I've been to New York a few times. It is a pretty amazing place. Never been at Christmas time, but it would be pretty awesome. So, yeah. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody celebrating, all the people that live here in Windsor, Essex that may be American, and to all your families and our international audience, all to our American viewers and listeners this morning. Just in, the COVID case count for today, Health Unit just announced it moments ago. 33 new cases of COVID-19 here in Windsor, Essex, and another new death as well has been reported this morning.
Hate to hear that. But as far as the numbers go, I'm encouraged that they're going down a little bit. We'll see. We've got to see, over the course of 2 weeks, really, how they do, right? Whether they're trending.
Yeah. The schools are really the ones being affected right now too. LaSalle Public School now has a student that's tested positive. We also talked this morning about some of the other schools in the area. Corpus Christi school, I believe, was the one that has some positive cases there. So, yeah, there's a few coming in. That LaSalle Public School one, I believe, that's new this morning.
Yep, and there will be likely more before Christmas. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you are talking to a bunch of kids today, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be talking to these kids over at the Drew Lord After School program, and they are going to be it's their career day, and they do it on Thursdays. They have somebody from the community talk about them about their career. So today is me, and I will be talking to them over Zoom. I don't have to go down there, so we keep all the social distancing in order, and I think we should keep this going forward. Anytime I have to make an appearance somewhere, let's do it on Zoom. And I'll talk to the kids about radio and why not to get into it and find a real job. And that'll be today. And I'll get the great questions. So the kids are, I think they're wee ones. They're wee ones. So we'll see how it goes. So, the SOAR After School program over at Drew Lard Place. So we'll do that today. So should be fun. Should be fun. Hey, I don't know if you remember, but yesterday morning at this time, you said you were going to have something else for show and tell.
This is something that I got the other day, and this is always a stocking stuffer now that my kids are older and everybody in my family. Here we go.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I believe those are Crest white strips. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I always buy a bunch of those. They're part of the stocking stuffers. Everybody knows and expects them. It's kind of funny. And they're always like, oh, so are you telling us something?
Yeah, teeth a little yellow. What's wrong?
But they're always great to have, always good on standby. Use them for a couple of days and then get all those coffee and tea stains off your teeth. So yeah, I was just like running around beforehand and I'm like, oh my God, I said I was going to. So I went through the pile of stuff that I have and I'm like, oh, can't show that because the person I'm giving it to will likely be watching. How about, nope, can't show that because, so then I grabbed this.
Okay. Hopefully, all right. What stocking stuffers do you give your family, whether they're little kids or whether they're getting older, like Lisa's kids, almost adults or pretty much adults? Is there something like a traditional stocking stuffer that you always get? And mine was, now that I'm an adult, I get like, body wash, deodorant, stuff like that in my stocking. And John says the shower puffs.
Pretty good for the toe. Put it in the toe.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, I get some chocolate too. Sandra says chocolate. That's a good one in the old stocking.
It's always good. Let's see, razors, toothpaste, toothbrushes, white strips. Yes, chocolate, deodorant, as you mentioned. Santa and I have a deal. So he puts some items in, and then if I wake up in time, I might put a few more in. But basically, Santa does a good job at that. And the tradition he knows with my house is to put an orange in the toe. And I think that's a British tradition. So there's always an orange at the end there. And then maybe, some crossword puzzle books or a magazine or sometimes stocking stuffers are the funnest things to open.
Yeah.
When my kids were really little, and I don't know about other households, but Santa, when he comes, when the kids are little, he used to put the stocking at the end of the bed. And Santa did that at my house when I was growing up. And then he did it when my kids were little, put the stockings at the end of the bed so that when they wake up before mom and dad do, they have something to occupy their time because they're so excited. So
gotcha.
For me, it was always like 7 a.m. or like 6:30 at least, but 7 a.m. like really. So you can open your stocking, play with whatever, open whatever. And then, at that magic hour, you are allowed to wake mom and dad up.
Okay. Sandra says gift cards. Patricia says always the mini size Bailey's Caesars. There you go. Ooh. That's a good one. Santa, yeah, go way to go. Kathy says lottery tickets. Jennifer says, yeah, oranges. Producer Ed, never too old for socks and underwear. We all need our socks and underwear. That is true.
Love that. And I guess, it depends how big the stocking is.
Yeah.
Craig has one that he has had since he was a kid, and it is falling apart. It's felt, and he refuses to replace it. So it's felt, and it's like got his name like Craig taped on the front of it, and it's got some other felt pieces that he obviously glued on when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But I swear the stocking is like so tiny, and I know that Santa has a hard time even getting an orange in there. He's afraid he's going to break the whole thing. So whenever I suggest that he get a new stocking, it's like ridiculous.
No,
The
Lisa.
biggest tradition. Why would you change it?
I would imagine the first stockings were really socks, right? Like they probably hung their real socks from the mantle.
Right. I would think you were correct on that. Yep.
Who thought of that idea? I have no idea. Why don't you just put a bag up there instead? But no, it was always stockings, socks, yada yada yada. So,
and do you think back
time.
in the day they put crust white strips in those
no
socks?
No, I think maybe the oranges, maybe oranges, apples,
and nuts. Nuts were always a treat.
Nuts, gotta have your nuts. That is true. Now, do those crest white strips work? One, and do they hurt your teeth? Like, do your teeth become sensitive?
Well, it's your gums really that become sensitive, right? Yeah, that's why I will only do them a little bit at a time. But yes, they do work. Yes, if you've never whitened your teeth before, you would be amazed how much. And you drink coffee or you smoke or drink tea or whatever. Yeah, you'll be amazed.
Okay, all right. Now there you go. A little recommendation from Lisa Williams this morning on that. So with the holidays comes eating, of course, and we'll all be eating plenty. I would assume though we won't be eating maybe as much as we normally do because of the lack of holiday parties, or do you think there's going to be a lot of okay, we're just going to have our own party, or I'm going to drop something off for Aunt whoever, cousin George, Aunt Mildred, and then food's going to make its way into your house anyway?
I think people will still eat a lot. And I think what you say is true. And I think the other thing that's going to go through people's minds is, well, since Christmas isn't the same this year and we're not going to be able to gather as big and party as much, I think we need to reward ourselves and do our own little daily party and buffet. So I think, people will be buying stuff for their home. I mean, tradition is tradition. If you normally buy like eggnog and all kinds of cookies and cakes, I think that's still going to happen, but other people won't be there to eat it. So you'll have to eat it all yourself.
Okay, I'm planning on being very good in the next month leading up to Christmas. I joined Weight Watchers again today. I had a lot of success with it a couple of years ago and lost like almost 30 pounds. And I've been going up and up and up during COVID. And I'm like, okay, I got on the scale this morning and said, this has got to stop because it's getting out of control. So I joined Weight Watchers again. I'm starting it this morning. And there's some surveys out this morning. The average person is going to gain 6 pounds between today and Christmas. Well, today and New Year's, really.
Yeah, I think that's par for the course, if not a little bit more than usual. I would say around 5 pounds is normal.
I would have thought maybe
COVID stuff.
Yeah, well, there's that too. So maybe the weight gain's going to be even higher this year because, like what you're saying is that screw it, it's COVID, we're home, let's eat. 60% of people eat more during the holidays than any other time of year. Makes sense. 66% of people say, you know what? It's the holidays. I don't care. I'll worry about it in January.
Amen to that.
And half of people said they do plan on exercising in the new year.
Right. That whole New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Anybody successfully kept a New Year's resolution ever? Like started on January 1st and broke their habit or did something that they planned to do?
I think people have success with that.
Okay.
I think they do. And sometimes all it takes is being held accountable for something.
Yeah, that's true.
Why things like Weight Watchers works. I think that's why, using a trainer to work out works, because you are held accountable to somebody.
Yes.
Whether it's the scale or actually entering what you've eaten in your calories, or somebody waiting for you and expecting you to do it, or working out with a friend where you are accountable to that person to show up. I think stuff like that. So if you make a resolution and you make it in front of people or with people, maybe that's enough to push people to do the right thing. I don't know.
Could be. I was saying this too. I found like this app that I can get, and it's like free, and it's like pretty much a clone of Weight Watchers. And I tried that. I didn't use it because I think kind of what you're saying, that and I thought to myself, well, I'm not paying for this, so whatever. But the fact that I'm paying Weight Watchers, whatever it is, $15 a month just to use their app, I'm like, I better do this because I'm cheapo Filippo, fat wallet, and I'm going to use this, or it's a waste of time and a waste of $15 a month. I don't like doing that.
There you go. You want to make it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes perfect sense.
I think so too. Okay. Any other comments or stories you would like to share with us before we leave and get back tomorrow morning on AM800 between 5 and 9?
No, I'm good for today, but I am going to go search out another item that's going to be better than my Crest White Strips to show you tomorrow.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that, to be honest. I thought it might be something else. I don't know, something a little more exciting. Some core you have.
I've got to find something that.
Can you show us Connor and Sarah's teeth tomorrow?
I'll show you their toothbrushes.
Oh, there you go. Very exciting. You don't want to miss that tomorrow morning here on After 9. So we'll be back tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow on the show? More Christmas talk, more COVID talk.
Yeah, the province and Doug Ford coming out with a little bit more of the modeling numbers, what we can expect over the next little while. So we have our Queen's Park Bureau Chief for CTV, Colin DeMello, on tomorrow at 6:37. I love him. He gives us the scoop. He knows everything there is to know about Doug Ford and the province and what's going on. So we will get our weekly check-in with Colin.
Good guy in the room. So, we'll do that, as Lisa mentioned, 6:37. And Eric Kuzmerchuk will join us at 8:20 to talk about the single sports betting thing. It's going to be read. The actual bill will be read sometime today or tomorrow. And we'll get his thoughts on that. And in the meantime, you can check out our podcast page at am800cklw.com or search The Morning Drive with Mike and Lisa, where you get your favorite podcasts. And, we'll see you Friday.
Bye, guys.